Want to read someone in seconds. Don't watch their face. Just talk to them about two things, and their true self will expose itself. Talking to someone is like stepping into a living painting, and Salvador Dalí understood this better than most, because he believed the mind reveals itself not through what it hides, but through what it cannot help but express. If you want to read someone instantly, you don't interrogate them, you don't challenge them, and you don't impress them. You simply talk to them about two things, and then you listen with the patience of an artist watching paint dry. The first thing is their perception of reality. Ask them how they see the world, not in grand philosophical terms, but in small, ordinary moments. Ask them what they notice when they walk into a room, what annoys them in people, what fascinates them in silence. A person who speaks about reality with bitterness will reveal unresolved battles. A person who speaks with curiosity will reveal an open mind. Someone who reduces the world to enemies and fools shows you their inner fear, while someone who sees contradictions, absurdities, and beauty at the same time is telling you they are comfortable with complexity. Dalí believed reality itself was elastic, and when someone talks about reality as fixed and rigid, they often fear losing control. When they describe it as strange, fluid, or ironic, they reveal flexibility of thought and emotional depth. Listen closely to the words they choose. People don't describe the world as it is, they describe it as they are. When someone constantly blames circumstances, luck, or other people, they are unconsciously confessing powerlessness. When they talk about choices, chances, and responsibility, they are showing you their sense of agency. Dalí once suggested that madness is not the absence of logic, but logic pushed too far, and you can hear this in people when they speak. Someone who insists on absolute certainty in everything is often hiding doubt. Someone who allows mystery is usually at peace with themselves. The way a person reacts to ambiguity tells you how they react to life. Did they rush to conclusions, or did they sit comfortably in not knowing? That single trait will tell you how they love, how they argue, and how they grow. The second thing to talk to them about is their relationship with desire. Not just romantic desire, but desire in its rawest form. What they want, what they envy, what they admire. Ask them what kind of life they dream of, or whose success irritates them the most. Envy is a confession more honest than praise. When someone mocks what others desire, they are often rejecting what they secretly want but believe they cannot have. When someone admires boldly, they are revealing hope rather than insecurity. Dalí understood desire as a creative force, sometimes chaotic, sometimes obsessive, but always revealing. People who are comfortable talking about their desires usually have clarity. Those who deflect, joke, or become defensive are often divided inside. Watch how they talk about ambition. Some people frame ambition as hunger, others as burden, others as vanity. Each frame exposes a belief system. If they see ambition as something shameful, they may fear standing out. If they see it as everything, they may fear being ordinary. If they see it as a tool rather than an identity, they likely possess balance. Dalí's surrealism was fueled by unapologetic desire to be seen, to be strange, to be unforgettable. A person's comfort with standing out versus blending in will tell you instantly how they handle judgment, criticism, and freedom. As they speak about desire, pay attention to emotional ownership. Did they say, "I want," or "people like me should"? Did they speak from personal longing or borrowed expectations? Those who borrow their desires from society often live on autopilot. Those who can name their own strange, even embarrassing wants are usually self-aware. Dalí believed that authenticity often looks absurd to the untrained eye, and when someone laughs nervously at their own desires, they are revealing fear of authenticity. When they defend their desires calmly, they are showing inner alignment. Silence between words matters too. Some people rush to fill silence because it mirrors their inner noise. Others pause, reflect, and choose words carefully, showing internal order. Dalí painted melting clocks to show that time is psychological, and conversation works the same way. If someone feels rushed in speech, they often feel rushed in life. If they can slow down, they usually possess emotional control. Interruptions, tone shifts, and sudden defensiveness are small leaks from the subconscious. You don't need to confront them, you only need to notice. Talk to them about failure briefly and watch their body language change. Those who smile when mentioning failure have integrated it. Those who tense up are still carrying it. Dalí saw failure as material, not verdict, and people who see mistakes as stories rather than scars tend to grow faster. Ask them what they learned from something that went wrong, not what went wrong. Their answer will show you whether they see life as punishment or process. Also notice how they talk about other people who are not present. Gossip reveals values. Compassion reveals security. Cruel humor reveals unhealed wounds. Dalí exaggerated forms to reveal truth, and people exaggerate stories for the same reason. The villain in their story often mirrors the part of themselves they reject. The hero often mirrors who they wish to become. If everyone else is always wrong, you're looking at denial. If they can admit mixed motives, you're looking at maturity. When you combine these two conversations, reality and desire, patterns emerge quickly. Someone who sees reality as hostile and desire as dangerous is usually guarded. Someone who sees reality as playful and desire as creative is usually expressive. Someone who sees reality as boring and desire as unreachable is often depressed, even if they smile. Someone who sees reality as challenging and desire as achievable usually has resilience. You don't need hours, you need attention. Dalí once implied that the true function of art is to make the unconscious visible, and conversation does the same. People reveal themselves not through rehearsed answers, but through emotional reactions. The raised eyebrow, the sudden laugh, the quick defense, these are brushstrokes of the mind. If you listen without trying to fix, correct, or impress, people will show you who they are because being seen is a human hunger. To read someone instantly, don't be clever. Be present. Ask about how they see the world, and what they secretly want from it. Then let them speak. Their reality will reveal their wounds, and their desire will reveal their direction. Between those two, you will see enough to understand not just who they are today, but who they are becoming.